With plastic waste very much in the spotlight, how should businesses respond? Jonathan Gibson went to see how Sabic is seeking a solution to the problem and how the company can play their role in the creation of a circular economy for plastics.
In our oceans and along our riverbanks is evidence of a growing environmental threat. The images of plastic waste clogging up our rivers and killing marine life has affected the public consciousness. There's consensus that it cannot continue. But do we really need to stop using plastic or to start using plastic differently?
The end of plastic waste is a critical nut that we have to crack.
Frank Kuijpers works for Sabic, one of the world's largest chemical companies. He says sustainability is more than a company priority. It's part of its DNA.
Sabic started in 1976 in Saudi Arabia when they figured out that they had to do something with the associated gases that were coming with the oil exploration, and it established the company Sabic, which utilized that waste product as a resource for chemicals and plastics.
From those early origins as a waste gas processor, Sabic has evolved into a major chemical conglomerate with operations around the globe, including the UK. It says solving the plastic waste problem must include the creation of a circular economy for plastics.
Just recently we joined the UK Plastic Pact, where we are together with all parties in the value chain looking into how can we create a circular economy for plastics. And now, as we speak, we are looking into how can we bring plastic as a waste back into a virgin material again. I think that if you look into all the options that we have to create a circular economy for plastics, that chemical recycling is at the end of the day the only option to close the full loop.
At its Global Technology Centre for Europe in the Netherlands, turning that ambition into a reality is about to take a huge step forward.
We think we have found a way to take the post-consumer plastic waste and recycle it into virgin polymer, so as good as it would be based on fossil fuel. And this process we intend now to build a demonstration plant for that here on the Geleen site to make sure that we are on the right track.
Chemical recycling could enable the company to recycle mixed plastic waste and turn it into a raw material for its plants in Europe, including in the UK.
We've come to the conclusion that certainly here in Western Europe, it is better to just design a process to be able to take all the plastics rather than try to sort it up front. The demonstration plant will mimic everything on a semi-commercial scale to make sure before we make any major investments that we are on the right track.
But solving the plastics problem can't be done in isolation. Behaviour change, a true value chain approach and effective waste management is also going to be key, something recognised by the wider plastics industry.
In Europe, I think we have established already good ways for plastic waste management. But have a look in these areas of the world where we are talking about marine litter, plastics in the ocean. There we have countries without any waste management system. And therefore, first step is to establish the waste management systems and then to establish the different recycling schemes. And then again, the material recycling, the thermal recycling and the chemical recycling all together, they will help to make plastics really the material for the 21st century.
But while the plastic waste issue is being addressed, the many positive, sustainable benefits of plastic continue to be overshadowed, something companies like Sabic are determined to tackle.
I think that the entire value chain is coming together more and more, and thus see that urgency. Because by far what is also important is that you make sure that you grow the product portfolio that you have in a sustainable way.